Alright, so now that we have a paper template for your custom skateboard shape, we're going to show you how to shape a foam mold. This is our 2-inch thick, high density foam, perfect for shaping and standing up against multiple pressings without losing its shape. I'm going to pass it over to Marcel. He's going to show you just how to do that.
Hey guys, so we're going to start off explaining just the parameter lines we've got here. We've drawn ourselves 2 lines denoting the size of our board because we started off with a 12 by 48 inch piece of foam. Way too much. So let's just, we're going to score the foam a little bit to make it easy to break. All right. Chop that down a little bit. There we go. And I'll explain what this, to begin with, is our center line. You'll use that to square off everything you're going to do with your board. Will come in useful before the pressing and after the pressing. Came in useful for making the template. So center line's great to have. What we've got next are 2 sets of lines here denoting where we're going to have a kick and where our concave's going to start and end. I've drawn an extra line here that's going to be the actual shape of the concave on the surface of the board. As well as on the side, we've got lines just showing how deep it goes. This one here is sort of a guideline for yourself so that when you're rasping it down, you can sort of use it to keep yourself level. As far as lines for a double kick go, this is more or less all you need. Other molds like drop decks, drop throughs, you know, your straight pintail, they're all based off of this setup. Some will use less lines, but they're all more or less the same. So let's get to shaping this. All right, let's talk a little bit about the tools we're going to use. We've got 3 sets here. We'll start with our rough shaping work. We've got what you'll do most of the work with, and we've got our fine-tuning tools here. So to start with the rough work, we've got ourselves a X-Acto blade, you know, fresh blade in here. It's what we use to cut off the excess foam in our mold. We've got a Japanese blade here, a drywall knife, which we'll use for chopping off the kicks. Onto the next tools, we've got 2 forms of rasps here. One's a little handheld piece, really easy to use. You get lots of leverage on it. This one is a more elongated version. It's got a nice flat uniform surface, so it's great for working on kicks, anything that's going to have a flat surface at the end. And then for fine tuning, we've got ourselves some sandpaper blocks. As you can imagine, you would use this for the very last stage when you just need to get your foam right to the lines. You know, any fine tuning you need to do afterwards, eliminate curves. Very handy to have one of these around. It's just some sandpaper glued onto a large flat piece of foam. This makes it very easy to get a good level surface for large areas. And let's get started. Like we've got ourselves skateboard mold.
That looks pretty good. So this is one example of a custom foam mold. You can use other materials for your mold, such as MDF, even pink insulation, but the denser your foam, or the denser your mold, the longer it's going to last up over multiple pressings, which is why we source this high density foam. It's great for that. Another great tip is to put clear packing tape over your mold, which will help prevent glue from sticking to it, drying, and end up taking out chunks of your mold along the way. It's another good step to help preserve your mold so it lasts a long, long time.
That was close.
Mad close.